Hi everyone, welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you for tuning in today. Welcome to your mid-month readings for August. I'm holding my word as far as being able to get out all of the readings for every single sign, certainly the featured sign, which is starting at Aquarius, ending at Pisces. In a more timely manner, I was doing one a day until it ended up being like the 15th of the month, and then from the 15th on doing the second reading for each sign. Anyway, I'm shortening the readings, and the messages will be every bit as important, and the energies will be every bit as important. I just won't talk as much. So, and because I have my work that's really adding up, I'm just doing the balance that I think is important for us all to do in our life, and to take a real honest look at the best ways to be the best you can be. And so that's what's happening. And today's beautiful featured sign, as I go around the zodiac wheel for the second time, is that of Gemini. Beautiful air element of Gemini, Mercury ruled Gemini. We have 3 planets in your fellow Mercury ruled sign of Virgo before we enter into Virgo season, which is on the 22nd, along with the full moon in Aquarius, second blue full moon in Aquarius. This is extremely positive, harmonious, energetic, mind expanding kind of energy for you, Gemini. And this is what you thrive on. You are an air element that thinks things through. You're very much about your mind. You know, you strategize, you want logic and everything. Obviously not everything has logic to it, but as an air sign, that's where we tend to go. It is about, you know, communicating on all different forms with people, associating. You're sociable, you're mutable, as is Virgo. So Virgo has Venus, Mercury, and Mars in their sign till about a week or so from now, when it starts to change into Libra. I'll talk about that later, but, well, for probably another sign actually. Right now it's just really, really good vibes. I feel like there's, with this Virgo energy for you, Gemini, we have this intensity to want to make things permanent, but with detail and practicality and, you know, sensibility, a clear mind, clear thoughts, clear ways to talk through things. It seems to be becoming easier. It is a time when a lot of people are taking time off. I hope that you are, Gemini, because I know you work a lot. I know you like to be doing things, but a lot of times I think you get so caught up in your work that you don't allow yourself time off, and this is the time to do it. Being in nature, whatever that means to you, you know, or just stopping your normal routine or, you know, continuous need to be busy, busy, busy. It's about heart-centered kind of energy. We're in the season of Leo for another week, and that's absolutely heart-centered. It's passionate. It's very expressive, it's courageous, it is, yeah, it's a leadership kind of quality, which is beautiful. You have that in you, Gemini. People look to you, you're known as the teachers of life, and you want to spread the word for people to help them. It's a way to better themselves, and you do it in a way that you show them that you love them. You know, you're funny, you're like a life of the party a lot of times, or you're very studious and you're kind of, you know, more to yourself because of that duality that you have as a twin. Either way, I love your energy, and I'm going to read to you right now, or pick, I should say, the spirited, guided, highlighted connection for you for the remainder of the month, the mid-month aspect of August. I always like to ask that if you have not seen your beginning of the month, you might want to compare the energies and the messages that came through for you then. So it's kind of an interesting, you know, segue to see, oh, okay, well, yeah, that did lead to this and so forth. Different for everyone. Not everyone's going to resonate. You know, I understand that. Pick up the things that do resonate with you. And just know that this particular highlighted, which happens to be in the between you and a Cancer, so I'll do it one more time again. Doesn't have to be a person you're with or a relationship necessarily. It could be just the energy. You know, you may have, as you know, many planets and different elements in your birth chart. Most of the time people do. There's a good variety. We're way more than our sun sign. Leo. Right in the power of Leo. You have that strength. You have that empowerment. You're feeling like you're making progress, okay, in some way, shape, or form. And it could be in a relationship, obviously. It could be friendship. It could be business partnership. It's very, very strong. it feels, you know, like it's really, really taken a turn for the better. And you've got this vitality about you. You've been through a lot. It's been a lot for a lot of people. But I love this too. I see many Gemini and Leos together because fire element with air is extremely compatible. And you're no exception. Leo is ruled by the sun. So there's that, you know, enormity of like a sun sign. It's ego. It's desire, it's wanting to be heard and led, and to you know, the king of the forest, you know, being in charge, being on center stage basically, which a lot of Leos are, figuratively and really they are, because, and metaphorically I should say, because they are great as actors and performers, and you know, they can really tell a story well, and they can, you know, just a very magnetic and electric, and they're fun and they're magnanimous. Nothing about a Leo is small. They're having parties now. I'm sure you're invited to them, and you'll go to every one of them, right, Gemini? So just enjoy yourself, have fun with this wonderful combination and highlight it. So if it isn't a Leo you know about, you may very well find out. We had the Leo new moon on the 8th, and that was a very, very powerful one. And I'll tell you, anytime you have a new moon, you set your intentions, and you have these great ideas, and you write them down, and so much of the time that energy comes and helps just catapult it into where it needs to be. I hope that's happening for you. I hope you know exactly what I'm talking about, and allow that to happen for some time. It can last 2 weeks or more with that energy, should you choose to use that. Always free will, right? These are obviously guidance, and it's information that hopefully will uplift you. That's always primarily my intention on my channel, and to give you, inspire you, you know, and to give you thoughts, and to remind you of things you probably already know. And so yes, a fixed sign that Leo is means they're very determined, and they have their opinions about things, but you can work with that too. You're the mutable sign that kind of works around that. You know, you like having fun. You don't want to argue. You want to just, you may speak your mind, which is cool because you're very good at that, but you work it out. This is a beautiful, beautiful combination. So I'm going to read to you the 4 major categories that I've added the 4th one, as I told most of my viewers that have come back. And if you're new, I fully welcome all of you. But I like it because I think these 4 categories pretty much cover everything. And once again, if it's not a Leo you're aware of or know of or in a relationship with, it could just be the energies. You may have a lot of fire in your chart, or you're just you're really in the energy of Leo during Leo season. And it's a beautiful energy. I hope that is the case. I'm using the beautiful Art Nouveau Tarot deck, and it reminds me of the fiery element of Leo. It's got, every little card has this beautiful shiny gold, sunlit kind of sparkle to it. So first category is always the overall energy bringing you to this reading today, Gemini. And you have the 2 of Pentacles. So to me, whenever I see this, I immediately think of balance, but the Pentacles represents the earth element of Virgo. And here we are in our practical side, because, you know, as an air sign, there's practicality there, absolutely, and there's ingenuity, and there's ability to do and learn and think and expand ourselves. But that earth element, that earthly kind of practical, grounded energy is something that we all can really utilize in our favor, because it makes things more permanent and more stable. And you don't always want to have things changing. Things are always going to change. My point is that you're really ready to balance your finances, for example, balance your relationships more. You know, with you, I find many times all air signs are about, you know, compromise and fairness and justice in relationships, truth, you know, for better or worse, you know, speaking your mind, being clear. You represent the swords as far as the, you know, element is concerned. So here you have this person just kind of really balancing this, and this is in all areas of your life, and feeling good about it right now. You're pretty basically content. You know, you're starting the remainder of the month. I don't know, the beginning of the month, that new moon was intense and beautiful, but it also had some challenges and other angles of other planets, i.e. Uranus, unpredictability, and Saturn, which is also in Aquarius, which is your fellow air sign, which is about constriction. So there's this constant thing in this year and next year of freedom, in Aquarius with Jupiter and expansion and growth and magical, beautiful opportunities and changing your lifestyle, your thoughts, your programming. And then Saturn kind of taking it and stopping that and saying, nope, we're going this way. I'll stop you from complete, spending of everything you have or, having too much fun. But it's a balance and it's one that works. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing there's the number 2, of course. So in your partnerships, in your, whatever partnership it is, work, friends, whatever, it feels like it's definitely come to a place where it isn't as rocky and up and down, and you're keeping it that way. You're being very astute about that now, especially with the grounding element of either Virgo, actually Capricorn, or Taurus. So yeah, keeping one foot on the ground, one up, it shows. Maybe doing a little jig, because you're coming along and things are, gotten through so much, haven't we all? So that's not a bad indication of things happening right now. And it could only mean growth too. It can mean when you do that, you allow growth because you're being more balanced about things. Balance creates more creativity. It creates more abundance in just the energy alone. So moving on, we have the second category, which is the possible blessings or obstacles. And for you, dear Gemini, we have Gemini and Leo highlighted. Now, if you don't have a Leo relationship, this could absolutely pertain to somebody you are specifically involved with. Perhaps they have Leo in their chart if they're not a sun sign Leo. I recommend that everyone watch their sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Absolutely. I do it all the time. Because some people have double sun and moon Gemini, but most of the time you have different. I don't know about most of the time. A lot of times you'll have 3 separate different elements, which means we're just so much more intricate and so many more layers. And it's an interesting, beautiful study. It really is. The second category, possible blessings and obstacles, you have the Knight of Coins. So this is another indication about money. And the Knight is, by the way, of coins, once again, earth element, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I'm leaning towards Virgo though, because we're in, about to approach Virgo season, and Venus is also not only about love and magic and everything, but it's been in Virgo, and it's about money. It's about just beautiful ways to grow and just feeling good about all aspects of your life, and money is definitely a part of that. And then there's that femininity to it, and just wanting to feel and look better. Maybe getting a new haircut or, a new style of clothing is coming to mind. That tends to be the case. But anyway, you're going to have the money for it because the Knight represents messages, and this one happens to be about definitely money, or your practical side, your work, opportunities for better, income, a raise, another job offer that's better than the one, maybe similar but better than what you have now. They're coming in hot and heavy as far as I'm hearing. A lot more job opportunities out there. Just polish up that resume, check it twice, do the details and kind of perfection it. A little more perfectionism with this Virgo energy working for you, because that's what people want to see when they hire you. Getting the wardrobe you need, even if it's just from here up for a Zoom call. Looking sharp, and this is how you're feeling. This is a slow moving energy out of all the Knights when it is the earth element, because they're slower to change, they're slower to make things happen, but guess what? They're more permanent. They last longer. It could be for years to come after this. So I like that a lot. That's 2 indications of really kind of setting down and, calling the shots, or maybe definitely getting out and spending money and having a good time. Please let that be a part of your priority for the rest of your life. Anytime you make money, you need to put a certain amount out just for you. This is the law of currency and attraction, and it's what brings in more. And for the longest time, I didn't get that. And a lot of people don't. They go, oh, I gotta save. And you do, of course. And you need to pay certain bills, and money is a huge part of our living in this 3-dimensional world. But you also need to have fun, and that's what the universe wants for every one of us. So the third category is that of finances. So here we are already talking about money. Let's see if it's going to be, 3 for 3. I mean, it's just I'm feeling that things are really moving in a beautiful way financially for you, certainly, and maybe with this relationship, because I'm telling you, when a Leo gets involved or is part of an organization or business, it's on fire, because they're a fire sign. And they really make it work, and they're determined to keep it that way. So the coupling of that alone is pretty exciting. I'm feeling the excitement. I really am. So you're third, as far as the finances. Okay, it's not a pentacle, but it's an amazing, beautiful, beautiful card. And it is the Ace of Wands, which is the fire element, which is all about Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And it's just, bam, we're doing this. We're starting something. We're not stopping. We're going to make it the best, the most prestigious, the wealthiest we've ever imagined, and then some, because that's what you got to put out there, and you want to believe it and make it happen. And I'll tell you, this is nothing to sneeze about, because it's also about very much physicality and passion and intimacy. I'm just going to say it. This card represents that. So if this is a new kind of development of this Gemini Leo situation, friendship, everything, it's on, and it's going to go way further than you may realize. And the new moon will indicate that very soon, if it hasn't already. But it's a beautiful, amazingly spirited, positive, energetic sign for growth in your business, in your finances, in your health, in your wealth. It does definitely represent physicality. No getting around it. So up and away, basically, beautiful Geminis. And, you know, we have the North Node that's been in your sign and will continue to be there. Now, it falls in different houses for every sign, but the bottom line is it's in your sign. So we all get affected by your element and your energies, which is the mind and the sharpness and the ability to adapt and to move and to mutate and to mingle and to connect and to network. And that's what this year and moving forward in Aquarian energy, and for many years to come, with a lot of the air signs, it's about working together and really culminating new ideas and entrepreneurial endeavors and expression. And you're great at this. So, I mean, I could go on, but I'm going to stop. I have a fourth category, and it is the category of wishes and surprises. And as you know, in life, we have both, right, at any given time. And some of those surprises are great. Some of them are out of the blue with a lot of influence of Uranus. Trust me, there can be phenomenal, unexpected, out of the blue changes that'll change your life forever with Uranus in Aquarius, that it's been this whole year as a predominant energy, but also in Taurus for another 4 years or so. So that's about stability, and it's about money, and it's about luxury and senses and ground and earth and changes. And let's be realistic, there's a lot of that going on too in real time around the globe. So it's pretty incredible and accurate. That's what I love about astrology, and how it's very intertwined with tarot. But that category for you, well, it's the Six of Cups. So there you go. You've got two pentacles, which is grounded, practical, you know, stable, secure energy. And you've got the beautiful fiery element, which we all need in us to get our, you know, get us going and up and at 'em and making things happen, getting from the mind to the body and spirit, right? And then the emotions is the last final straw for the law of attraction ingredients that they talk about so often, and I bring up again with the last two oracles. The six is about balance, basically. The sixth house, our daily, every, you know, activities, chores, necessary things, work, family, relationships. But with this particular card, and it kind of hits home with me right now, to be honest, it's a water element that's about our feelings fully and basically completely, because water elements base everything off their feelings, and they sense energy, and they're very intuitive and very connected to nature and life and people, and they know things and they get messages and they have prophetic kind of dreams and hunches and things that is pretty amazing and beautiful. It's a gift, but it can be overwhelming. But this particular card is about emotions that are coming up for you, and they're happy memories, they're happy thoughts about acquaintances you may have had from your childhood. Now, many times people read this as meaning somebody coming back from, your past. And I don't even want to say it, but yes, we are about to have another retrograde in Mercury next month, but it's at the end. It's just the shadow period starts around the first 7-8 days of September. So it tends to always bring people back. And it doesn't have to be romantic. I mean, I can just say, for an example, and by the way, there's many outward planets right now. The last one will be Uranus, that goes retrograde on the 19th of August. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, what am I forgetting? It'll be Uranus and Jupiter. I already said that. They're all retrograde. So this is the time of year. It happens all the time. It's every year. It happens 3 or 4 months. Some of them going now. Uranus turning retrograde. We'll go back, station forward, I think January or something. So it feels almost like retrogrades anyway. I've noticed that myself. I'm like, are we in a Mercury retrograde? But the planets are slowing down. They're making us think and go more introspectively. And that's a lot about the energies of water anyway. And listening to ourselves and being kinder, being compassionate to others. When you're feeling sad, go out and help someone. Go volunteer, play with your cat or dog more. I mean, just get your mind off things that make you feel a little over sentimental or sad or missing, because there's been a lot of that and there's no getting around that. But I always look at this as a beautiful, like, friendship card where, people are coming back and you're remembering and reminiscing, because I lost a brother 4 years ago and his birthday's today. He was a Leo. Whoo, yeah. And I just love him so much, and I've been thinking about him a lot. And I allowed myself yesterday to be in my emotions and my sadness about it. But it's really a beautiful, it's a loving loving feeling that comes from this card. And so I'm thinking for you, Gemini, it's possible that you're either having this happen and you're kind of going back to your childhood for whatever reason, or you've got somebody coming back into your life you haven't seen in a long time. Let me know, please. I'd love to be nosy about that. It's why I do the channel as well, to connect with, my viewers. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what you see at all, you're resonating in any way, please push those buttons. It's so supportive. And I don't think people realize that. And you don't have to pay anything. You're not going to get, I promise you won't get sent a bunch of emails and stuff. I promise. Nobody wants that. But that would be great, and it's really supportive so I can continue to do this, and YouTube really wants to see me growing as well. So I love this. I love this reading for you. How full of vim and vigor. I don't know. Those are the words coming right now. And you've got a nice balance of the money and the groundedness, mind, thinking, really, really focusing on some real impressive and new beginnings for yourself. And then, your heart and your emotions are there. Maybe you're out having fun with friends right now, and you're with people vacationing you haven't seen, and it's something we all need so much. All those components make for a holistic life, right? So I'm going to go on to your 2 last messages from your oracles. I did choose for the latter part of the month, once again, the wisdom of the oracle. The wisdom of the hidden realms. I have the other as well by Colette Baron Reed. And this is for every single Gemini and every one of your relationships, because it has some meaning for someone out there. And I hope it's for you. And your specific message is the Shadow Queen. Okay, so let me read to you and show you this beautiful illustration. I don't have my glasses. Yes, I do. Thank goodness. I don't. Isn't that crazy? Can I do it? Can I possibly read? I don't think so. I may have to just do that really unprofessional thing, because I don't even know how to edit at this point. Oh yeah, no, I have to. Okay. Bear with me one quick second. I promise I'll be right back. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to grab my glasses and come right back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That wasn't bad, right? I have a feeling my kitten's going to come in now. Thank you so much for your patience. I thought I had brought him in here, but alas, I had not. So the Shadow Queen is number 16. 1 plus 6 in numerology is 7. And you know what 7 is? It's beautiful. It's a lucky number. There's so many references to the number 7. There's 7 colors in the rainbow. There's 7. It's a lucky number too, though, because it's when you get past your worries and your concerns and your challenges, you push through them, as we do so many times in a lifetime, right? And we're still doing it. The words associated, though, are acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. Very interesting. See, the yin and yang of life, right? The duality that you understand very well as the symbolism of a twin for the Gemini. And so, number 16, almost there. Well, the Shadow Queen tells you that too many of the details hidden behind your circumstances prevent you from moving forward quickly at this time. Maybe that's the reference of the grounded, slow, methodical, checking the details, not having to necessarily go fast forward. And I mentioned, take some time, be still, be in nature, have some fun, okay? That came through pretty clearly. So, well, let's see here. She has come with a lantern, which I love. That's our guiding light, right? Like the hermit, the wisdom of Virgo, which is what the hermit is, the sign that Virgo. And, the star that leads us, our North Star, our North Node, if you will. The star is also the sign of Aquarius. It all works together synchronistically. It's beautiful, Yeah, she has come with a lantern to shed light on what is concealed within you or your situation. This is the time to wait for more to be revealed. Perhaps you lack clarity in the knowledge of how to proceed with the subject of your inquiry, which, like I said, with the retrogrades, it slows things down. It does, and things might not be too clear, but still, I think with this beautiful Mars, especially the planet of energy and fortitude and, strength and power, the warrior in Virgo, in a mindset with the Mercury combination of you both having that as a ruling planet, I think things are going to get way clearer sooner than you think. It's time to educate yourself a little more about your intention and then put the information to work for you. So you're getting all the information together. The Shadow Queen asks that you dig deep to gain strength and that you have the courage to ask someone in the know. Okay. And you're not afraid to do that. You love communicating. You love the networking. That's what you do so well. To shed light on your circumstances. She promises to send that person to you. So be aware and let it just happen. Maybe somebody you knew. Somebody who has a lot of compassion and cares and wants to be there for you, wants to listen, wants to guide you, and has that knowledge. Be aware of moving too quickly in the dark, as you will likely trip and fall and have to start again. I mean, words of wisdom, right? I mean, we know these things, but I like hearing it just to remind myself. And I hope that you can relate to that very clearly and very well. It's sent from love. And the final category and message for you will be the Oracle of the Super Attractor Manifestation deck, which is bringing the life you want into existence. You think it, you feel it, but you push it out and you make it become reality through your emotions. We do it all the time, all day long, so let's make it the way we really, truly want it to be, with good feeling thoughts, if that's what you want back, because like attracts like. If you're thinking, I want to be so wealthy, but I don't think I can, it's not going to happen. It has to be congruent. It has to be the same beautiful energy of positive, good feeling energy. So your message for the remainder of the month, beautiful Gemini, is true manifesting is about receiving what is the highest good for all. And I know that you get this, and I know, knowing all the Geminis I have, you work in that way. You want to work with others. You prefer to work with others. You're not necessarily a loner. You can be, but you definitely want to interact and to help others all along the way. So this is perfect for you. And then you've got that full moon, and you've got the red and the passion of your grounded root chakra, which is pretty evident in your reading as well. You know, keeping balance, keeping present, keeping empowered, and being patient and waiting, because things are coming your way. And apparently you'll have the people there if you ask to guide you. If you have any extra questions, there's always someone out there to help us. So I just want to thank you for your time. I'm going to make it shorter, like I said, but have a beautiful rest of the month. Enjoy that incredible full moon in your fellow air sign of Aquarius. It's a beautiful one. It'll culminate things you need to have culminated from the new moon that you started. So until next time, thank you so much. Take great care, and bye for now.